All right, everybody, I'm making this video for anybody that has a robotic pool skimmer in their pool that keeps getting stuck in their skimmer. So I kind of figured it out, and I'll show you what I did. First off, this is kind of like a little creation that I did, but I want to share it with everybody because it's just like an issue that's hard to fix and nobody out there has a solution. But I took one of these pieces, and just a straight pipe. And this is adjustable, so you can make it go up and down in height. And then I took one of these guys at the T with a pipe and I added it into the top and then added it into the bottom. That way it has like some resistance. And I'll show you what I kind of did over here. And I took these pool noodles, and you'll see pool noodles come in different sizes. You got the smaller ones, you got the jumbo ones. And then what I did was I did this. And you put it in there and then you adjust it so it makes a little bit of tension. And then I cut the pool noodle and I stuck it on here. But you need at least two of them because the thing will get stuck. So I got one right here, and it's kind of cool because it's kind of like a little wheel. And it spins, so it'll keep on going. It'll help it out. And I put one right here. You have to figure out where to put a couple of them. You don't want to put more than two because you still want a really good flow. That's the tricky part. You need a good enough flow in here so your pool, if you go and block it with something, your chemicals will be off balance, and that becomes an issue. But I'm pretty sure, it's trial and error. What I did before was I squeezed 3 pool noodles in here, but my chemicals start becoming a little off balance. See? And so I don't want to stick a full pool noodle in there, but I made these little bumpers here, and look at that. It's just kind of sliding off it, but I still need one more right here because it gets in the corner here, and then it kind of gets stuck at here. It just sucks it in. But I figured with 2, it's still like an experiment. It's trial and error, but hopefully this gives somebody out there some ideas and helps you out too, because if you don't put anything here, the pool skimmer stays here during the whole entire time that the pool is on. But just with these skinny little pipes with a little piece of a noodle, because before I had it blocking up and down, so it was blocking a lot, But so here's my pool noodles, and before, I had the noodles. I had one here, and one here, and I was blocking 50% of the skimmer. So you don't want to do that, but if you can get away with installing 2, I don't think it's nearly as bad. I think the pool is, obviously it's still getting, look at how it's sucking it all the way to it. And also there's a jet right there, so it's pushing the water, and it's pushing this guy, and then this guy gets sucked right here. But so far, just with one, it's helping out, but I'm still gonna put another one. I'm just kind of playing around with it. But hopefully that helps. And yeah, so, and if you don't, if you just go over to Home Depot, you get yourself some of these. It's just that pipe right here. It goes like this. So you get, here, I'll show you real fast everything that you need. So you'll need 4 of these guys. They look like this, and make sure that it's smooth on the inside. And then they sell like a 2-footer small pipe, and look how small it is compared to my finger. You want to get a small pipe. It's literally like the size of my finger. So you don't want to go with the big one. You want to get the smallest pipe you can. I think it's called a 1/2 inch. Here it is right here, 1/2 inch. And you get yourself a little sawzall like this, or a hand saw, or do whatever you want. Cut it, and then you have to. So it's just these pieces right here. So you got this piece connects to this piece that gives it the tension. So that makes it go up and down. So to tighten it, you go opposite. And then you cut yourself a little piece from your pipe I just showed you, and you stick it in there. And then you got these guys, which normally look like this, but you got to take your saw. You just take your little sawzall and you just cut this piece off, and that's the foot for it. So in the end, it'll look like this. And that's your little gadget. And it doesn't look too ugly. It's not bad. And then you get yourself a little pool noodle, cut it to how size you want it, and you know, just play around with it. But this is a pretty good idea right here. And it's all plastic, so nothing's made out of metal and nothing's gonna rust. You go stick something metal in there, it's gonna rust. But after making this video, somebody out there will probably copy me and probably start selling these. But hey, for $7 out the door, that's what everything costs. So you go and make 2 of these. All right, hopefully this helps somebody.